welcome you all for our chemistry class. I hope you are all doing good and safe in your home. In the last class we have written the test, that is for physical and chemical changes. We all know what is a change, what are the types of changes, and about physical and chemical changes. Then the reversible and irreversible properties of physical and chemical changes. Now we are going to start a new class, that is new chapter. What is our new chapter? Anybody know? Yeah, it's elements, compounds and mixtures. What we are going to learn in this elements, compounds and mixtures? Yeah, that is, we have learned about matter, right? What is a matter? What is our first unit? It is matter. So what is a matter? Can you remember what is a matter? Yeah, very good. Anything that occupies space and has mass are called matters. In that concept, if you think, whatever present in the world, everything are matter, right? Consider air. Air has mass and it occupies some space in the atmosphere. It is a matter. Consider chalkpiece. It has some mass and it occupies some space. So it is a matter. Think about a big thing. Consider a classroom. Classroom is a matter. Classroom. Every element or everything. For example, chair, desk, blackboard or smartboard, computer, wall, fan. Everything present in the classroom are matter because they have mass and it occupies some space. So we all know what is a matter. Now, how we can classify this matters? The matter, how from which these matters are made up of. We are going to learn about this in this chapter. That is, matter is classified into two types. What are the two types of matter? You have learned in your lower classes, that is grade 6 and 7 has the same heading. So, what are the two types of matter? Pure substances and impure substances. These impure substances can also be called as mixtures or mixed substances. So, what are the two types of matter? Pure substance, impure substance or mixture. We are going to learn about this pure and impure substances in this chapter. Okay? So, what are the types of matter? There are two types of matter. They are pure substances and pure substances and impure substances. Impure substances can also be called as mixtures. Now, we are going to learn about this pure and impure substances in this lesson. For that, the matter is broadly classified into two types. Again, this pure and impure substances can be classified into two types. We can see what are they. Pure substances can be classified into two types. That they are elements, another one is compounds. substances, elements and compounds. Clear? Matter can be classified into pure and impure substances. Again, these pure substances can be classified into elements and compounds. Now, firstly what we are going to learn is about this pure substances. So, now we can see the classification of this pure substances. This impure substances or mixtures can also be classified into, this also has some classification. But if you learn everything together, you can't remember anything, right? So, today we can learn about this pure substance classification. Clear? Listen. This pure substance can be classified into elements and compounds. Again, these elements can be classified into three types. What are they? Depending upon the properties of elements, elements can be further classified into three types. They are metals, non-metals and metalloids. What are they? Metals, non-metals and metalloids. So, what are the three types of elements? Metals, non-metals and metalloids. Now come to this compounds. Compounds can also be further classified into two types. They are ionic compounds and covalent compounds. This is depending upon the properties of elements. This is depending upon the bond. Because element means, example, hydrogen, oxygen. These are elements. We all know that, right? Oxygen has only oxygen molecules. Hydrogen has only hydrogen atoms. But when you come to compounds, it has one combination of two or more elements. For example, table salt. The salt we use in the kitchen is sodium chloride. So, it has sodium and chlorine. So, this sodium and chlorine combines to form sodium chloride, that is table salt. Now, these compounds can be classified based upon the bond. How the sodium and chlorine combine together, what type of relation, what type of bond is used to combine this. So, all the compounds has some force to combine. Depending upon that, these compounds can be classified into two types. They are ionic and covalent. What are the types of compounds? Ionic compounds or covalent compounds. Did you understand about this classification of elements and compounds? Yeah, we can repeat once. Matter can be classified into two types, pure substance and impure substance. Again, this pure substance can be classified into two types, elements and compounds. Further, this element can be classified into metals, non-metals, metalloids, and compounds can be classified into ionic and covalent compounds. Clear? About the classification of these impure substances we can learn later. First we can study in detail about this pure substances. Next we can go for this impure substances. Okay? So matter can be classified into two types, pure and impure. We are going to learn now we are going to learn about pure substances. Pure substances can be again classified into elements, compounds. Elements can be classified and compounds can also be classified. Before that, we know what is a matter. Matter is that something which has some mass and occupies some space is called matter. Now, what is matter is classified into pure and impure. What is a pure substance? What do you know about pure substance? Any idea? Already you have learned about the same headings. So, pure substance means it's a substance. It has same type of atoms or molecules. For example, consider hydrogen. This is hydrogen molecule. H2 is hydrogen molecule. It is an example for pure substance. Why it is an example for pure substance? Because it has only same type of atom, that is hydrogen. Hydrogen combines to form hydrogen molecule. It is not having other atom, that is oxygen or nitrogen. No, it is only having same type of atom. So it is called a pure substance. So pure substance is a substance which has same type of atoms or molecules. Clear? Next is the pure substances are otherwise called homogeneous. Why they are homogeneous? Otherwise it is called the distribution is uniform. Homogeneous means, again we will learn this homogeneous again in impure substances. Homogeneous means, consider sugar. You have water and you are mixing sugar in that water. What will happen? This sugar starts dissolving in the water. And after the sugar is completely dissolving, what you can observe? The sugar will be distributed uniformly throughout the whole water. From wherever you take the water and taste, the quantity of sugar is uniform throughout the whole quantity of water. So that is uniform. Like that, its distribution is also uniform. So they are called pure substances or called homogeneous. Next one is same properties. What does mean by the same properties? Consider water. Water is a substance, pure substance. You are having water. You are taking water from well. We are taking water from tap. We are taking water from river, pond, etc. Consider you are going to Chennai. There also you are getting water. Whether this water varies in our native and in Chennai? No, right? We write water as H2O. This H2O will not vary. That is, the properties of that particular substance will not vary from wherever you take that. Even if you take from what well, tap, Karingal, Nagarkoil, Chennai, the water is everywhere it is H2O. So, if it is a pure substance, the properties will not vary. It remains the same irrespective of the place from where we take. Understand? Then the next one is definite composition. Definite composition. What is definite composition? Already I have said. Pure substance means it will be in definite composition. Consider water. This water has 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen. So from wherever you take this water, it will be in this composition only. So it is definite. The composition is definite. And they are represented by chemical formula. This pure substances are represented by chemical formula. Example, hydrogen, water. Hydrogen, from wherever you take hydrogen molecule, it will be 2 atoms of hydrogen. From wherever you take this water molecule, it will be 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So, pure substances has definite composition. The next one is its melting and boiling point remains the same. Consider water, we all know. When you heat water, it will start boil at 100 degrees Celsius, right? So, its boiling point is 100. From wherever you take the water, it is 100. Like that, at a particular temperature, the ice pieces will start melting. Whatever may be the place we take the ice, its melting point is same. So, its melting and boiling point will not vary. The last one is same what we have said here. It's homogeneous and has fixed chemical properties. Pure substances has a fixed chemical properties. Its properties will not vary. Water means it is colorless, it is odorless. So, its properties, its chemical properties will not vary for pure substances. Clear about pure substances? What we have learned in today's class? First we have learned about matter, then the classification of matter, then what is a pure substance. I hope you all understood, right? So what is a matter? Substance, anything that occupies some space and has some mass are called matter. What are the 2 types of matter? Pure, impure. Again, this pure and impure can be classified. Now we are learning about the classification of pure substances. So, what are the 2 types of pure substances? Yeah, very good. Elements and compounds. And what we have learned next? About pure substances. What about pure substances? What are the things we have learned? Pure substances are made of same type of atoms or molecules. Its distribution is uniform and it is called, hence it is called homogeneous. Its properties are same irrespective of the place from where we get the substance. Then it has definite composition. It is called, so it is represented using chemical formula. Then its boiling and melting point are definite. Then what we have learned in this point, it is homogeneous and it has definite chemical properties. So what is the next one? Next one is we have to learn the types of pure substances one by one. So already I have said 2 types of pure substances. What are they? What are the 2 types of pure substances? Yeah, very good. Elements and compounds. In the next class we will learn about what is element. Now from today's class we can ask some questions. What is a matter? Very good. Anything that has mass and occupies some space are called matter. Next one, what are the types of matter? Pure substance and impure substances. What is a pure substance? Substances that has same atoms or molecules are called pure substances, and we have learned some properties of pure substances. I hope you are all clear about today's topic. So, can you understand our unit heading? Elements, compounds and mixture. This elements and compounds will come under pure substance and these mixtures are impure substances. That is only our next unit. Okay. So in the next class we can learn about what is an element. Thank you.